Plaintiff Guadalupe Valencia is suing her sister for a cell phone bill. Guadalupe says the defendant parties all the time and does not spend her money wisely. Defendant Yesenia Valencia admits she likes to go out and party, but she claims she works hard and takes care of herself, so she has the right to go out and have fun. She's countersuing for car insurance payments.
The plaintiff is suing her sister for a cell phone bill, and the defendant is countersuing her sister for car insurance payments and for gas costs. Guadalupe, you brought this action. State your case.
I'm suing my sister Yesenia today, who I love very much, but can be difficult most of the time. She has this sense of entitlement where whenever she makes bad decisions, she feels she's not responsible for. She's also very selfish, and often I am found to be the responsible one.
Who's the older sister here?
I am.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
And?
25.
Okay.
She likes to party a lot, and she doesn't spend her money wisely. And when this happens, then she always has my parents to fall back on. Tú eres una mentirosa.
What?
She's a liar, Your Honor.
Oh.
She's lying.
Yeah, you know what? I took Spanish for a few years, but I'm not that good, so it's kind of good to communicate in English. Okay? Por favor. Okay, go ahead.
In 2006, I took out a phone under my name for her. She has been using it, and she has been making the payments she's been making the payments. Because of this, she had asked me, and because of her bad credit, she had asked me to take out a loan to get her a car. Right.
Is that true?
First of all, Your Honor, no, that is not true.
Oh, it is?
I didn't take over her contract because she did get a new phone with her boyfriend at the time. And so she was going to have to pay cancellation charges. And at that time, I did not have a phone. So I said, I will take over the phone. I have been having that phone. Not true. I have had that phone for over 4 years. Your Honor, that is the truth. No, that's not true.
Well, wait a minute. So what happened to the phone? Where's the phone?
She disconnected it.
You disconnected it, and in fact, you were suing for a cancellation fee?
Yes.
Okay. How long has she had the phone?
3 years.
Okay. She's been paying you for 3 years?
She's been paying the phone bill. Yes.
Okay. So why all of a sudden are you suing her for the July, August $84? That suggests that she has been paying you all along, and then you just added the termination fee.
After we got the car, after I took out the financing and everything, we got a loan for the car.
When did you get the car? What month?
August 2009. We got the car, we got home. I had her sign a promissory note. After she signed the promissory note, she started telling me this is a joke. She started cursing at me, swearing.
Why would she curse at you? You know what? Let's hear it from you.
I did sign the promissory note, and I did think that it was a joke because...
What was a joke?
The promissory note that she gave me, we had already agreed. That's my credit. That's my life that you're messing with. And if she felt so strongly about that, Your Honor, and if she already thought that I wasn't going to make payments, then why go through that?
Because
why
you're my sister and I'm taking a chance. Because you're my sister and I love you and I'm taking a chance. That's not fair, Yesenia. All you had to say was, you know what? You don't have to worry about it. I will make the payments. I'll sign the note and you don't have to worry about it. But I understand.
Your Honor, I had already signed her note.
Tell me about your relationship with her.
Well, she was the first to leave the house, but now she's back there. And I have my own. I have my own apartment. I go to work.
You're
not
back
living there
home?
anymore. No, not anymore. As of like last week, probably.
Okay.
But I go to work. I have my own job. I go to school. I work as a certified medical assistant for a surgery department in a hospital. I still go to school, and I have a daughter. And I do like to go out because I work hard for everything I own. Everything I own in my apartment, it was not given to me. It was bought by myself. And although she does say, I have my parents to fall back on, the only thing my parents ever helped me with is my daughter. And that is watching her. Anything financially, I've had to take care of myself.
Then who do you have a phone with right now?
Again.
Then who fixes your car? Who takes care of everything else, Yesenia? No, it's not you. It's mom and dad.
No.
When you agree to co-sign, and she said, you go to her, obviously, and say, I want to get this car. What kind of car is this, by the way?
It's a 2003 Toyota Camry.
All right, for this Camry. You identify a car that you want to buy. You can't buy it on your own. So you go to your sister, and she's going to co-sign for you.
Yeah.
When you do that, does she say to you, I want you to sign a promissory note?
No.
All right. Do you think you have to sign anything to get her to agree to co-sign?
No.
You think she's just going to do it for you?
That's how it went.
Even before we get to the car,
Okay.
I tell her, if you don't make the payments or you're late on the payments, I will sue you, Yesenia. This is my credit.
Of course. Did she say that to you?
I don't remember, but I know exactly. I knew she would if that would happen.
When do you bring up the promissory note?
After she got the car.
Okay, you go to is it a dealership or an individual?
Yes,
you go to the dealership. What happens?
Next, then we get home and I tell her, you have to come inside to sign a paper. And she said, okay, fine. She comes inside. She looks at the promissory note.
That's not how it happened.
She looks at the promissory note. She signs it. Then she starts getting really upset. She starts cursing at me, saying, if you didn't trust me, why did you get the car for me? You shouldn't even have done all this if this is how you're going to be acting.
Okay, so you tell me your version.
Okay. We got in the car and I told her, oh, okay, well, me and Myra are going to go out because I told her if I get a car tonight, I'm going to go out. And I was like, oh, you can come if you want. And she's like, well, that's it. Your high life has to stop. Oh, eating at fancy restaurants and drinking wine with your friends. She got upset after we started arguing.
So what do you do?
So I didn't say anything. I just got, I dropped her off at the dealer to her car and I was in the new car and I went home. Then all of a sudden I get a text stating, oh, you need to come. There's very important paperwork.
Hold on.
There's very important paperwork for you. So you need to come to mom's house.
Okay.
So I said, okay, whatever. I already knew what it was. She's like, oh, here's the note or the note or whatever that I want you to sign. So I signed it. Then she started making like a big old deal.
I did not say anything.
In front of my parents because she wanted them to sign it as witnesses. And then all of a sudden, then I got upset because every time my sister needed something, I'm there. And I know that.
So what did you do?
I would just start saying, I cannot believe that you're making this a big deal. This letter is such a joke. I signed it. What do you want me to do?
Did you sign it? Did she sign it?
Yeah, she
Let me
signed
see
it.
She ripped it up.
You wanted it back.
She
said that because this is what Judge. She said, you know what?
Who ripped it up?
I did because she started complaining.
So why'd you point at her?
Because she wanted the promissory note back. After she complained to my father, then she said, you know what? You can take that car and shove it where the sun don't shine. I don't want it.
What good is that going to do?
And so I took the promissory note because she's no longer going to have the car. I ripped it up. After that, I had to go through a whole ordeal getting the loan canceled and taking the car back.
You took the car back?
Yes.
The next day.
The next day. I couldn't afford it.
I think this is why this was all. And Your Honor, and as far as after this, the next day she took it back, and then this is when it all started. And then all of a sudden,
then the thing with the cell phone.
Yes, and then
okay. What about the phone?
She texts me and says, "Okay, well, pay for the phone because I'm going to disconnect it."
So you're angry with her at this point?
No, the reason why I said that is because, and I have the text message right here that she sent me. She said, in quote, the phone is paid, disconnect it, and leave alone already. I don't want to know or hear anything about you.
Did you send that?
Yes, because she told me, she's like, what did she send me? She's like, so you're not going to pay the tickets and you're not going to pay the phone. I guess I will see you in court. I had just,
that's after
Your Honor, if you already said that, but I have the receipts. I have the receipts of when I went to go pay the phone bill that she's saying that, I cannot pay.
All right, let's get the receipts. So are you saying that then you don't owe her the $84 for the July-August bill?
No, because I paid it. And I think I paid a little more than $84.
The phone bill is a month delayed.
This is $821.
You still owe a last payment.
$821 and $32. Well, show me the bill.
The bill is right here.
I told her, she's like, I'm going to disconnect the cell phone. Well, I'm going to pay it. She's like, pay the cell phone because I'm going to disconnect it.
Yesenia, you paid it, but there's another bill that came out.
Right, because that's the bill that was due that time.
Yeah, okay. And you're suing her for the gas in the car?
I am.
How much gas?
It was $27, but it was cash. So if I don't get that back, that's fine.
All right. And what's car insurance payments? What do you charge?
The car insurance I've been paying because she doesn't work. And it's been about 4 years.
On whose car?
Her truck, her car. I pay for her car.
I've been trying to look for a job, and you already know that.
She's paying the car insurance on your car?
She's been making car insurance payments, but I've been doing stuff for her in return. I would go over to her house, clean up her house. I would spend more.
Do you have an agreement regarding that?
No.
All right. The issue for the court is whether or not the defendant is liable to the plaintiff for breach of contract and whether the plaintiff is liable to the defendant for breach of contract. I'm going to deal with the counterclaim first. The defendant has been paying car insurance for your car. There is no agreement and no suggestion that it's a gift. I'm going to award the defendant $250 for the car. But the defendant is also countersuing for $27 for gas in the car. That is so ridiculous, I'm not even going to address it. Okay, so I'm striking that. Now, the issue for the court is the cell phone bill. The defendant has paid the cell phone bill, but she hasn't paid the last bill on the termination fee. Now, you have the right, since it's your plan, to indicate to her that you want it to be over. But you still owe her the $84 as far as the court is concerned for the telephone bill. But the cancellation fee is something that you decided to do as opposed to letting the contract run out. So I'm not going to award you money for the cancellation fee. But let me just address something that's more important than all of this. She has every right to demand a promissory note.
Right.
And you know what? You don't have the right to minimize it, to make fun of it, to say, I'm your sister. Of course, I'm going to pay you. Be grateful that you have each other. Because when one of you is really in trouble, don't shake your head.
No, well, honestly,
when one of you is really in trouble, you're going to need the other one. That's it.
I don't feel that I'm going to mend the relationship myself. I feel eventually she's going to need my help and she's going to come, and that's when it's going to happen. No, she's going to need my help when she needs another bill to be paid. Because I go to this place called work every day.
Exactly, Yesenia, exactly. Because I'm not looking for a job. I'm not trying my best to do what I can, okay? I sit home all day, but my son knows only one mother. What can you say about your daughter?
Well, you know what? I'm sorry
I'm sorry. That's it.